Hello, this is Dave Dietrichs, and this is my week 4 submission for FTH 223 hammer fired pistols. So, this week's assignment, we're to use our striker fired pistol. In this class, it's the SAR B6 CZ75 clone as a demonstration piece, and we are to go over functions check, a field strip, a detailed strip, and then from there we're to take certain key components apart, measure them, and reverse engineer and make drawings. That all being said, here is the SAR B6. Now, as always, we'll do a functions, we'll clear it, make sure it's safe first. Safety is paramount. So go ahead, take it off of safe, and give me one moment here. Alright, I have the slide locked back. Put my finger in there. I don't feel any ammunition. We can see no ammunition is present. And we can see daylight through the mag well. Or we can see through it in general. So the weapon is clear. Magazine lacks any ammunition. There's no ammunition nearby the firearm. So moving on. We're going to start with a functions check. So since the slide's locked back, let us make sure that the slide functions. So it locks forward in the battery. From there, we will take our trigger. Our hammer is actually back in a single action, and it falls. So now we'll check the double action. In there, we can see that functions. And trigger resets. We can hear the audible reset. I can feel it on my finger. Alright, next I will load up some dummy rounds. We'll do a snap cap, or what's known as snap caps. And then we'll go through, do a functions check with those. Alright, I'm back. I have a pistol here. Again, real quick, one last safety check since I did actually go off camera here. Again, still. No rounds, and no magazine. Now it's going to change here in a moment. These are not live rounds. These are what are called dummy rounds or snap caps. So they're inert. They won't fire a live projectile. So we'll now insert. So we can see one there. And we will see if we will be able to feed. So we fed. So then we'll check the firing pin against it. Okay, now ejection. We actually had a failure to eject. One moment here. Alright, we're going to try this again. Dummy round is in still. And there it went. Eject. I just wasn't pulling back hard enough, but it does function. So with that being done, the next step is to field strip. So, field strip one of these, I will turn it around. I don't know if you can see here, but there are two dots. So we'll go ahead and lock this forward. Alright, I'm going to drop the mag to do this. So lock forward. So there, see two dots, those must be lined up. So give me a moment, I'll get this field. Alright, I'm back. And we have the firearm field stripped down. Here we have a grip module. So now to demonstrate the sub-assemblies. So here we go. We go forward. Go back. We can see that the trigger is functioning as it should. So it works. Safety works. So it's all functioning as it should be. We obviously can't lock back the slide. So we had to take out slide lock pin to break this down. Here we have a recoil assembly. Spring has no damage. It functions as it should. Our barrel assembly and our slide. So next I'm going to detail strip all this down to our parts that we need to reverse engineer. Alright, I'm back. So strip down the firearm to get to these three components here. recoil rod, the firing pin, which, note to self, that spring is under a lot of tension, this guy right here, and it will shoot off if you're not careful. Now, the ejector as well. So these are the 3 parts, so they're asked to make drawings. So here, so you see are my drawings with measurements for reverse engineering of this firearm's parts. And I actually forgot to put the front measurement there, so give me one moment. Alright, there we go. I now have the front, but there's all of our measurements. I did rear, side, front for all of them. See the baseline. I could go further, obviously, but for sake of time, this time allows. This is what I've got so far, and what I'll probably end with an assignment for measurements and reverse engineering. So now, next, I'll reassemble the firearm, and we'll do a functions check to make sure that I reassembled it correctly.